Welcome, everyone, to the Drum for Change Global Network and the Global Drums Gathering Water Protectors. I'm White Eagle Medicine Woman with Whirling Rainbow, Grandmother Drum, Drum for Change, and my beautiful brother, Jim Graywolf Petruzzi, who is with the Global Drums Gathering, Otter Academy, Sanctuaries of the Earth Mother. Thanks for coming in and pulsing with us again. We want to follow up with this amazing September 22nd drum that went global, went viral, and we had so many groups participating. We just want to thank them for stepping in and stepping up at this very critical juncture we're going to talk about. Right, Jim?
First, I'm just going to say thank you all, because if we sit here and try to name all the groups, we'll be here a week Thursday. But I do want to mention a few new additions. We had a number of groups in Africa this time who were participating, and that is awesome. We want to have people from around the globe. To the groups in Africa, to some of the indigenous groups, if you would, when you step in, just check in. Tell us where you are. You only have to say hi, if that's all you want to say, just to bring your energy in fully. If you don't, that's fine too. We also had a bunch more groups in France this time, I noticed, which is kind of fun and interesting. Likewise with Norway. So wherever you are, keep coming in. Keep bringing in other groups, because a lot of the groups coming in now are thanking previous groups for bringing them in. That's the way this should work. It's growing so fast, we need more energy to take care of it. So we also invited Cheryl Cassell from Hawaii and Chalice Malcolm from New Zealand to be administrators in the group. Two people who have incredible power, strength, and spiritual being. Also two key drummers, Hawaii and New Zealand, and both have been responsible for the groups coming together in those areas. So when you visit the group, say hello to them as well, and we'll just continue to let this grow. White Eagle, who else?
I really want to thank our beloved flute players all over the world. You know, this September 22nd, which was also our Blue Flame Planetary Grid ceremony, it was World Water Day. There was something really sweet that happened with the flute added to it. We said it around the fire. We were around the fire all day with our Blue Flame, and we said this was the sweetest Blue Flame ceremony we've had. And I really attribute that to this beautiful medicine coming in. I want to thank my brother Walter Smith, getting the flute players and the flute groups online, really stepping into our circle. And that was just a beautiful addition to this last event. But we also want to tell you something about what happened on September 22nd as we're entering this first 3 months or so of yellow galactic seed in the Mayan count. It was a very, very clear sign about our coming drumming events and the kind of pulse we need to sort of tap into deeper. And that is the pulse in our feet. That's what was really coming through our ceremony, is listening to the mother with our feet. And this is why I really got a very strong download about our West African drummers and dancers stepping onto the page, because this is the motherland, and this is the first beginnings of life for this planet. And it's the polyrhythmic drumming that's really going to lead us into this kind of grounding, instead of being in the head and going around in all these belief systems, is really coming back to our feet. Before we end this, I would really like to share the chant that was shared with us at the fire that all of you can have to begin to make that affirmation that you're going to listen deeper to the pulse of Mother Earth and where your direction is and where you're supposed to go with your own purpose in life, so that we can all be in alignment with this enormous ascension process that we're in.
I know we had people dancing this time as well, because I saw them in the little videos. So yeah, let's bring those feet in. And as we are thanking people and inviting people in, let me reach out to a good friend in Africa. I think it's in Zambia. Yeah, it is. Darwin, I know you're going to watch this. Come on, get out there and bring in some groups. You have the connections, the people know you, and your energy is awesome.
So I just want to share this brief chant. It's so simple to learn, and it's just to focus us for the coming months. So I'm going to take out a beautiful Four Eagles drum for this chant. That was my beloved sisters who left with the chief this year. This chant is just so sweet, and it also just affirms where we're going with the Drum for Change and Global Drums Gathering. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you're listening. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you're listening. Sweet sounds of the river as it moves across the stones. Same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. Are you listening? Are you listening? We are listening. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you're listening. Put your roots down, put your feet on the ground. You can hear what she says if you're listening. Sweet sounds of the river as it moves across the stones. Same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across your bones. Are you listening? I am listening. We are listening. We are listening.
Perfect. Perfect. You know, let me just quickly share. I shared this with you because it ties right into your song there. We all need to be listening right now. We all need to be listening with our hearts, just not just our ears. Listen to everything. Pay attention to the messages. I'm in Moab right now, which is a beautiful sacred area, and that's a story for another time. Things are happening there. But I was driving around, and I try to escape the conditioned, marked off, described areas of nature or indigenous paintings and go find my own. I went up a side road and then I walked a little further with my dogs. My two dogs are with me and came across some really beautiful pictographs on the side of a rock face, one of which I know is a drummer. Now, these are pretty old, so it's hard to define them, but it certainly looks like somebody had a large drum. It was up too high for me to get a really clear shot of it. I heard drums while I was sitting there, and I was thinking, wow, spirit's really working. Ancestors are drumming to me. Maybe 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, as I sat there playing with the dogs, somebody came walking down from above. A young man, probably still in his 20s, with a drum. So I actually heard a drum. Tonight, we're going to meet up in Arches National Park, which is another incredible place, at dusk. And we're going to start playing our drums. And we're going to see who shows up, if anybody. So that was just a matter of listening, literally with my ears, but also with my heart, and laughing at myself when I later drumming for me, and it was a young man. It may have been both, who knows? Because what was he doing up there? So everybody, do this when you're out there. Seriously, slow down, let things sink in. Hear White Eagle's song and her drum. That'll let you tie into what we're talking about. It's truly a time to listen. The changes are so extreme. We're almost in a different universe, and we're not really aware of it yet. At least a lot of people are not. So, perfect song, White Eagle. Way to go.
Well, I just want to invite everyone. We are going to be focusing coming up on, some people are drumming on 11/11, but our Drum for Change will go on the solstice again this year, which will be in December. So we got time to really get those African drummers on board because we really need that feet in the soil energy to ground what's going on in our lives. So click the links below in this to join the groups that we have set up on Facebook, sign the register so you get all the notifications when the drumming is coming up, and get your groups involved, get your Facebook pages involved, share the medicine, because this is all for unity, peace, love, and earth sustainability, that we're just coming together in that heart space. And I hope to see you there between the beats.